Hi, my name's Georgine. I'm going to record regarding Reptile Garden. Based on my observations on Reptile Garden, I noticed that there is a certain gloominess to the whole thing. Let me show you an example that this was an age where she already left for college based on here. In the fall of 1972, my parents drove me to a university of North Dakota for my freshman year. And then everything she needed was there. Um, Furthermore, after the fact that they showed that she was left in college, the second year, in the what do you call this? In the fall of the next year, she moved into a beautiful old half-wrecked farmhouse off campus. This shows what type of setting it is because this is the 1970s. Everybody tries to be dirty. Based on her description that she was comparing herself with Anais Nin, who was sort of her muse. I kept Anais with me at all times, but every now and then the differences in our lives bother me. For instance, Anais had servants to feed her and clean up after her. Even her debauched lovers had picked her clothing off the floor. Her dinner parties were full of social dangers and alarms, but when they were over, she never had to do the dishes. As for me, I'd move into a house of local poets and hippies, and everyone was dirty. I tried to be too, but the standards of cleanliness kept me from truly entering into the spirit of times. I learned from my mother to keep my surroundings in order, my dishes washed, my towels laundered. The sagging clapboard house where we live had one bathroom. Periodically, because nobody else ever did, I broke down and cleansed. It made me hate my friends to do this and resent them as I watched the filth build up again afterward. But I couldn't help it. This shows a sort of gloomy place for her because she got used to clean a clean atmosphere at home. Then she goes off in college and realizes that she has to fit this dirty place. And furthermore, after taking that lysinic acid from her cousin, it turned out to be that she started to have hallucinations that that her surrounding changed. Like she noticed lizards, geckos, garter snakes, and some exotics. It shows that she wasn't really comfortable. Usually, if you see those types of reptiles, it's very uncommon to have these sights. Even the in the what do you call this? In the psychotic house, the state state mental hospital, you can see here that even the sun porch, everything was so gloomy. The frigid sun porch, even the place where Nonette and her would walk or meet, there was no one else in the tunnel, which was whitewashed and warm, lit by low wattage bulbs and branched off into small closets and locked chambers full of brooms, mops, and cleaning solution. And then they described Nanette as some light into her life because her face was clear and bright, her hair a rumpled silver in the alt light, her eyes calm and free of makeup. She was as beautiful as someone in a foreign movie. So the place appeared gloomy but with some light into it, as Nonette being her savior, something like that. Anyway, everything showed depression until Corwin brought her out of the state mental hospital. That's when you can see a glimmer of hope there. The world was beautiful all along the road. The fields were great mirrors of melted water, and the light was clear and golden, blazing on the sleek surface. I started to feel better. As we passed onto the reservation, I saw the ditches were burning. Fires had been set to clear the springs and stubble, and a thin glaze of smoke hung over the light in a steady cloud. This shows sort of an uplift from everything that happened from college. You can see that as the light went down, as the day ended, light shot through the smoke and turned the air around a dark gold that cast an unsettling radiance on the trees and houses. So from gloominess of college to this to the darkness of the state mental state hospital to light in the reservation.